So a couple of videos ago I told you guys we're going to be getting rid of some of the cars that we have kind of sitting around. I haven't told you guys about all of them, and we're going to pick one of them up today. We're going to bring it back to the house so I can start parting it out and getting ready to get rid of it and sell it off either to one of you guys at dealership. Who knows? I had some ideas and I had some plans for this car, but at the end of the day it really doesn't make sense, and I'll explain a little bit more on that after we pick it up. Just about to where the car is being stored. Some of you guys actually might recognize the car. It's kind of funny actually. Some of you guys may have actually seen this car before. Oh wow, I'm so zoomed in. I'm gonna go run inside real quick, grab the keys. I'm gonna leave the camera with Melanie so she can kind of film as I pull out with the car. Well, I bet you're really not expecting this to be the car that I'm about to show you. It's another WRX. Now funny enough, this is actually Rally Sport Direct's old VB WRX that we scooped up for a pretty good deal. And I'll tell you what I was planning on doing with it. But first, I just filled it up. Let's get on the road. Let's grab the GoPro. Let's get it back over to the shop because that's where this thing's gonna be living for a little while. Because I had what I thought was a really cool idea with it, but I just don't think I'm gonna do it. There's a couple things I'm noticing right off the bat in the WRX is I don't have 5th or 6th gear. You see, there was a parent shift stop installed on this and they set up the left side great. Goes into 1st and 2nd, great. There's not a lot of slop in it. However, the right side of the shift stop was not set up right and I can't get into 5th or 6th. So I'm just kind of cruising in the right lane right now in 4th gear at like 3,500 RPM. Just gonna go the speed limit, chilling. Melanie's behind me in the GTI. Aside from that, there is a clunking going on up in the right front, or the passenger side front. And I'm guessing it's an end link. I've seen this issue happen on 2022s Plus before, where the end links aren't set up under load. They can cause that clunking noise. But aside from that, drives smooth, drives great. It doesn't have the update to the head unit, which is kind of annoying. It's weird, like going from my VB to this VB, there's like subtle differences that make mine just feel so much better, dude. It's just weird.
For me is blocked by this big semi.
Can you feel the bridge shaking? Oh, he needs over. Do I let him over?
Oh, I'll let him over.
Okay, you're gonna let him over? That's very nice of you.
Yeah, I'll let him over.
Yeah, I can feel the whole bridge shaking while we're up here. It's kind of creepy. It's so windy.
Here he comes.
We're on the bridge.
He's a-coming.
You're letting the semi over? Oh yeah, this Nissan Rogue's gonna need over. I think I'm gonna have to let him between us. Bro, the weather is just poop today. We're supposed to be getting snow the next couple of days, so this is like all the pre-snow rain, I guess. I have no idea, so this sucks. It's not fun. Made it back. I'm going to go ahead and fix the shift stop in that VB real quick. When we were sitting in traffic on the bridge, I realized I can put the car in reverse without using the reverse lockout, and that's fairly dangerous. I'm just gonna remove that parent shift stop thing, whatever's in there. I'm also gonna rob the LED lights out of it and put them into my VB because mine doesn't have them. So, and they're factory LED lights, so it'll work no problem. So let me go fix this real quick and then we'll talk about this thing. To fix this, I just gotta take the shift knob off, pull off this centerpiece, and I should be able to get down there into the shift guy. I don't have my tripod with me, so I'm just gonna kind of set you guys wherever I can put you. Like crummies. Come on. There we go. Woo. Oh, they're Allen keys. Yeah, dude, you can't get into 5th. That's just silly. I need to go grab Allen keys for this. I lied, they're not 10 mils. Get this guy the fuck out of there. All right, so I got the old shift stop from Perrin out. We are back to OEM. So this whole little stop right here just prevents you from going into reverse instead of 6th gear, and it was not doing that. So now if I go over and down, we're in 6th. If I pull up on that, go over and down with my reverse camera. Over, up. Oh, might help if I reverse. There we go. Now if I just go over, down, 6th gear. There we go, 5th gear. Woo! We got all gears back, baby. let me put this back together and then we're gonna rob these lights out for our VB. Pillaged! Now mine has LEDs, this one has halogens. So let me tell you a little bit about this VB. And I'll show you, we're about to take it over to the shop and shove it in the shop for right now. This is a 2022 WRX, it's a premium. It is the, what is it, satin white pearl? It's white. 11,000, about 11,000 miles on it, clean title. I was going to, an idea that I was toying around with, I was gonna tear this car completely apart and put an EJ in it and make like an actual VB STI with an EJ, STI 6-speed and all that, but I got to thinking, honestly, it would be a cool swap and it would be a cool car. I'm trying to get us in a better position, so I think selling this car, it's a clean title. I mean, it's a good VB. There's little things here and there. I'm gonna put it back to 100% factory and sell this car off, and then those funds are gonna be put back into the channel. But I just had this idea. I was gonna take a crashed VA, take the driveline, take the power plant, take the ECMs, the wiring harnesses, transplant them into this VB, and then make like an actual VB STI. I think it'd be a really cool idea. I don't think that it would ever financially be worth it, and I don't think I'd love the car enough afterwards to want to keep it long term, if that makes sense. And I would just be ruining a VB by tearing it apart and doing that. So financially, it doesn't make sense. So instead, we're just gonna put this thing back to stock. We're gonna sell it off, and then I'm just gonna redistribute those funds back into the channel to keep growing things, to keep expanding and doing different things for us, kind of outside of only doing the Subaru realm stuff. Like I said, super clean car, so if anyone is looking for a VB, this one will be put back to stock and it'll be up for sale soon. So if you're looking for one, let me know. But we are gonna go run this thing over to the shop real quick, so that way we can start. I am gonna kidnap the coilovers off of it. It's got Fortunato 500s. Those are gonna go on our VB also, but you know, we're just gonna start putting it back to stock. Once it's back to stock, we'll get it listed and whatnot and keep going. But like I said, there's some cars sitting around that you guys haven't seen before. I mean, some of you guys may have seen them, but there's some that you haven't seen that we're just freeing up some room. It's so weird driving this one. Because this VB feels so slow compared to mine, and it genuinely makes me appreciate my blue one way more. It's like almost to the point where I kind of want to keep the blue one. I don't know, we'll see, we'll let time figure that one out. So we made it over to the shop. This is primarily where the WRX is going to be living in its entire life until it goes to the new owner or until it goes to the dealership, whoever's going to end up taking the car. I do need to do a little bit of cleanup right now because I do have the front end of the STI torn off. You guys will see why in an upcoming video. Everything for this car that I'm adding to it has shipped, so that'll be here soon. I do need to swap off the oil pump. I need to put a new gear. You guys will see in a little bit, but let me do some cleaning. While I do some cleaning, let me tell you guys about today's video partner, Factor. We are talking about our guys over at Factor. So if you are someone who stresses over meals, stop doing that in 2024. Factor has a ton of different meal plans that can be easily made and delivered right to your door just for you, so you don't gotta stress it. They're super easy to make. You just pop open this cardboard, toss that to the side, poke a whole bunch of holes in the top of your Factor meal, pop this guy in the microwave for 2 minutes, wait for the little buzzer to beep, and you got yourself a handy and delicious little meal. It makes my life so easy. I don't have to worry about food shopping. I don't have to worry about going to the grocery store. I don't have to worry about planning meals. It makes it easy, and the food actually does taste good. Tonight we got a black pepper and sage pork chop with some broccoli and sauce, which is another good thing because I know I don't eat enough vegetables personally. Now, if you're looking for something more than just meals, they also have these delicious smoothies. Right here we got I believe this one's mango. Personally, I'm a big fan of them. Now, maybe you're someone with a more strict diet. You can't eat certain things. Factor can tailor your meals for you as you go through their menu options to pick out what you want. They have things such as Protein Plus, gourmet meals. They have things to suit things like keto or pescatarians or vegetarians. Whatever your diet may be, Factor can easily tailor that to your needs. I didn't bring a knife with me, so you guys gotta watch me eat like a bite out of a pork chop. That's the other thing I love about these is they're on the go. I can take them with me to the shop all the time. So if Factor is something that you guys are looking at trying, there will be a link down below in the description for you guys, or you can head over to www.factor75.com and use our discount code Smeedia50 to get 50% off your first box. So let me go eat my dinner, and then let's get back to all the shenanigans that we have to deal with, because there is more than enough shenanigans to go around. So I've almost got it, so there's enough room. I moved this table over there, got the RX-7's bumper and whatnot up there. I did want to show you guys this on the STI, just because I know some people were asking, and I saw a little bit of curiosity on Instagram. The issue that I'm having with the STI right now is I need to swap out this 12mm oil pump for an 11mm, but that custom sprocket that I had is coming back to bite us in the ass because I can't get this thing off the crankshaft. I was able to get it off a little bit right now with it's like a weird puller tool that I have right here, but I kept bending all the bolts, so I'm gonna have to drill it up and tap it again for like an M8 by 1 or M8 by 1.25 thread pitch to be able to get that on there. So that kind of sucks. It's whatever. I mean, I'll get it fixed. I'll get that pulled off. Nemesis is making us a new one with a slightly bigger OD or ID, because the problem is they're disintegral metals, because you have the crankshaft that's steel and then the sprocket that's aluminum with a steel plate on it, and the aluminum and the steel want to corrode together, and it's not a fun time. So I'm a little worried that it may be damaging the crankshaft. I'm really hoping that it's not. Fingers crossed that it's not. I have a good feeling it'll be all right, but you know, it sucks. It's not a good time. I'm a little bit worried about the engine. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't. So I'm gonna get this thing back up in the air, get the RX-7 pushed all the way forward, and then get the WRX pulled in behind the RX-7.
You have like 4 or 5 inches.
But we didn't hit the Mazda, right?
True. You were gonna.
Ah!
I saw you. You were thinking about it.
We got a mile.
Oh, okay.
We got a mile.
Okay.
Mile. So to give you guys an overview on the 22 WRX we have here, it does have a Cobb top mount intercooler. I think it's really only the performance mod on here. Stock J-pipe down there still. We do have an access port. We're about to unmarry that, which is why I got the battery hooked up on a tender right now. It does have a set of Fortune Auto 500s on here. It's got an interesting set of Gramlite 57 CRs. I believe the CRs are the 6-spoke, or the DRs. I don't remember off the top of my head. They're like, what would you call that color, Mel? Like bronze, gold, yellow? No, I say that's copper. Like a copper set of rays. They don't look bad. I might kidnap those tires for our WRX also. I don't know, we'll see. I don't know what size tires they are or anything like that. For the most part, the car's fairly stock. It does have an AWE touring on it, as well as a third brake light. I did kidnap a couple parts off this for my 2023. Not a bad car. Honestly, I just don't have a use for it anymore. I had a couple ideas for it. Decided not to do them. We're just gonna get rid of the car. It makes more sense. Somebody else can enjoy this car. So let's start things off. Let's go ahead and get our, woo! Wait a minute, I can't pull the top mount off because I just take the doohickey off this one, so we are good for that. So we're gonna pull our top mount off also. But before we do that, let's go ahead and unmarry our access port. It's clearing DTCs while the ECM, access port's unmarried. Go back to the main menu, install, beautiful, look at that. Unmarried access port. Let me pull this thing out of this car real quick. So the other thing I want to do while we're here is just swap out this top mount intercooler for the stock one, so that way we can just sell that thing. So I do have my stock one right here. Should be pretty easy swap over. We're just gonna pull off the Cobb one. It's just a couple 12 mils. This little quick clip adapter guy. That should be it. Pull off the old one, put on the stock one, good to go. I don't have my tripod, so I have Melanie as my tripod today. So everybody give a huge thank you to Melanie.
Oh, like, you guys want some goodies? Goodies. The goodies for the babies. Okay, see this? Okay. Go get it. It's in the bed. Here, I'll give you a couple. Fine. Couple for you.
All right, stock intercooler. Cobb intercooler off. We're gonna undo these couple 12s. Transfer our Mignoy here over to the stock one.
Oh, come on.
It's pretty easy to transfer all this over. We're gonna jet out of here for now. I'm gonna swing back over here tonight. I have some stock exhaust parts to bring over for this thing. the third brake light cover guy and that hose for the intercooler. And then I think for the most part, we might pull the coilovers tonight, we'll see. I might save that for tomorrow or a different day, but we're gonna jet out of here for now. Catch you back up here in a minute. But I get it. Like this WRX feels so much more at home than that white one that we picked up. The amount of stuff that we've actually done to this car dramatically, and I mean dramatically, makes it such a better car. After driving that white one around earlier, I get it. I get why not a lot of people like the VBs. You hop in a stock one, it is such an underwhelming car. Once you've modified them like a decent bit, they're not bad, but in that stock form, I get it. I absolutely get it. So like I said, this white WRX has Fortunatos on it, and we are going to rob them off for our VB because they're a step up from our BC coilovers that we have on there now. Not that there's anything wrong with BC. I run BC on like all of the cars except for that car, which has Fortunatos. But like I said, the Fortunatos are a step up from the BCs, so I might as well utilize them on our WRX. So we're gonna go ahead and get this thing up. We're gonna start pulling off one wheel at a time. We'll probably do both of the fronts simultaneously and then do both the rears at the same time. I got my stock shocks off of my WRX there. Rears here. I also brought over that coupler for the intercooler to be able to swap off that Cobb one for the OEM one because I think it's a little bit shorter. So let's get to it. Coilovers ain't too bad to swap out. I've shown you how to do it 100 times. Let's get these things off. Monster truck in. So we have all of our Fortunatos off. I also got the coupler fixed for the top mount intercooler there. Got everything bolted back up. I also gave it a good wipe down. So this should all be good to go now. I'm gonna give it a wash in a couple of days. I'll bring my OEM WRX wheels over and we will pull off these 57 DRs. We will put on stock WRX wheels. We will also put on the stock WRX exhaust and then we will sell this thing. It's a cool car. Kind of already have one and kind of prefer mine, so that's all right. We're gonna get rid of it. The EJ swap on that thing would have been cool, but I also need to think more logically with some of the builds that I decide to plan out and kind of think like the financial side of it. Is it worth it in the end? Will I make the money back on it? Is it a car that if I swap it, it's a car obviously I'm gonna be stuck keeping because not a lot of people are gonna wanna buy an EJ swapped VB WRX. It's gonna be a very niche market, and at the end of the day, it's not a smart idea. So we got one swapped car. We'll just keep that one swapped for right now. So 2022 WRX, you will be going to a new home soon. I will continue to rob parts off of you, but that's all I got for you guys on this one. Like I said, I'm gonna be getting rid of some of these cars that I have sitting around that I'm not using, or ones that just kind of have no plans right now. I got dirt on my face. So with that, that's all I got for you guys on this one. If anyone is interested in this car, feel free to hit me up an email. I don't quite know what I'm gonna price it at yet. Like I said, 11,000 miles, clean title, all that fun stuff. So, or if you're interested in any of the parts, shoot me an email or just drop a comment below, I don't know. But with that, that's all I got for you guys on this one. If you liked the video, you know what to do. Go ahead, hit that like button, turn it black, blue, green, yellow, purple, silver, cyan, whatever color turns for you. And if you're not already subscribed to the channel and you wanna be, put it in one of these corners, no idea which one quite yet. But with that, I'll catch you guys in the next one. So peace out, homies.